Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 12 Days of Canva. And this is day 3. Now, as you know, it says on the actual instructions that we're going to talk about branding today. I'm going to change that out because we are going to talk today about organization. And the reason is we were a little bit behind on the first couple days. It took me way longer to do fonts. And so we're just backing up a little bit. So we'll get caught up and be able to continue these conversations on the 12 days of Canva. So I hope that you are getting good information. If you are watching, go ahead and say hello in the chat so that I can see who's here with me. I know there's a few of you watching, so it'd be great to be able to say hi. But today we're going to talk about organization. And organization is something that I wish I would have known early in my Canva journey. Because once you start using Canva, you're going to begin creating all of these different products. And within those products, you are going to find it challenging to manage them all. And it definitely is a challenge to find everything and keep things organized. And so if you start it early on, you can have a great experience on Canva. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. I miss you. Glad you're here with us. That's Ultimate Vision for those of you who are watching and seeing Carrie chat below. So knowing how to organize in Canva is a huge thing. And it's actually a pretty short lesson today on how to organize, but it's going to be very beneficial. So let's go ahead and share my screen so that you can see my Canva, as crazy and busy as it is. So there are really 2 of us on our team that use this Canva like consistently. And so between the 2 of us, sometimes things do get a little bit messy, and this will hopefully help you know how to organize, and perhaps we can get better at it too. Sometimes I actually will go in just on a weeknight when I'm in Canva, and I'll just start organizing the last, month worth of work that we have not yet organized yet. So here we go. Any open Canva, this is what the home page looks like. And yours is going to look a little bit different because you're going to have different projects, obviously, than I do. Let me show you in the project listing. So it says recent designs. I'm going to show you what you need to know to organize these designs. So when you click on it, first of all, the cool thing is it starts scrolling. So it's going to be more than one page. It tells me of this one. I have 7 of 10 pages. And so it's just scrolling through the pages so that I can see exactly what is that design. Because oftentimes I will create lots of different designs in one particular design element or one particular canvas. I'll use it for several things. I usually try to at least keep them in the same basic vein of the theme or whatever it is I'm creating, but you will see there are a lot there. You'll see here I have, this is a design for a conference that Athena and I are putting on in the Northwest area for the Pacific Northwest. So it's scrolling through those so I can go in and say, oh, that's where this picture is, or this particular item is that I need. So it's a great way to just kind of see what's in your files. The next thing that you need to know is you can star it. You can make it one of your favorites, and that's a great way to keep track of it. It would stay in your favorites tab. This 3 dots is going to also help you organize as you look at the different options that you have. But first, whoops, sorry, I'll show you, click, that will go away. Down here. So down here at the bottom are places that you can actually label or give your file an actual name. And so when you click on it, for example, let's look at this one over here that says Author Marketing Blueprint. You can see there's 13 designs in there that are going to scroll through. But down here it says subheading. And it says subheading because that's probably the first thing I clicked on in the text box. And so whatever the first thing is that you write, that's what it's automatically going to call your particular document. And so you just want to go in here and you want to label it whatever it is you're doing. So I'm going to say book marketing logos. because that's what I was doing, is I was creating a bunch of book marketing logos. So now when I am looking for them, I can definitely find them by typing in up here, search Canva contents. I can say book marketing logo, and that one will pop up. Then you're going to see that it has a size next to it, 1920 by 680 pixels. So I know that if I'm going to create more logos for book marketing and that's the size logo I need, I could go in there. Now you'll notice that next to some of my particular items, I have, so like this right here, I just did the ad for the CRA ad, the Christian Retailers Association, for our authors who are going to CPE. And so I just finished their ad. So that's why it's the first thing that we see. We see the size paper, but then, or the size of the design, but we also see this little tag, and that tag says CPE. So what I have done is I've created a CPE folder so that when I go to CPE, when I need my CPE items to do marketing, I can simply just go to my CPE folder and everything is there for me to use. And I'll show you how to use the folders in just a minute. But if I go to, let's say right here, this one does not have a tag. So this is the NCWA conference 2025. So this is the graphics that I've been creating for that. I can go to the three dots, simply click on it, say move to folder. And when I click on move to folder, it's going to show all the different folders that I have. Then I can go to the folder that says event marketing, and I can click on that one because it is an event. So perhaps that's what I want. I'm going to scroll and see if there's anything better. Conference teaching. It's not that. Events. Maybe I'll go to events. So I will go into events, and there are some of my items that I've made. But in it, I want to create a new folder. So I'm going to say create new, and I'm going to call it NCWA 2025. And then I'm going to tell the Canva to move my NCWA conference, this right here, into this folder. So I'm going to say move to new folder. And now it just told me on this little pop-up, NCWA conference has been moved to NCWA 2025. And then I can click, I don't want to undo it. And now when I refresh my Canva, we are going to see that it now has that tag. So now whenever I am looking for all the items that I've created for NCWA 2025, I can go into that folder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down, and I know I have some other things that I've created. Here is the website banner. So I'll say website banner. And then I'm going to go and tell it to move it to folder. And look at that. It's right at the top, which is amazing. So you could go in, and that's what I encourage you to do if you're organizing your files, is then go through and find all of the files that have to do with that particular event or that particular category, and go ahead and move them so that you have them all in one place and you don't have to search different folders. So I think I have one more. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. So this is my Square website graphic. So if you go to our website, you would see these graphics on it. I'm going to go to move to folder. It simply shows up. There it is. And then I say move to folder. Now, when I go to the top of my homepage and I click in, okay, go away. There you go. When I say search Canva content, I can search Canva templates, all my content, brand templates. And so I'm going to say NCWA 2025. And it's going to show all the things that I have, but here is the folder. So if I click on the folder, Now I'm going to see those 3 items that I have placed in the folder, and it's so much easier to track than trying to have all of those other graphic designs that I've been creating in the way. So very, very important to organize your graphics as you create them. And Carrie, I do not have the free Canva plan. We have the paid Canva. And I highly recommend, if you're going to use Canva for any period of time, to do the paid one, because you have so many more options and it really is a great investment. Okay. And I guess I should have shown you that. It's really cool at the top. So let's say I go to my folders and I'm going to say, I'm going to go to my, I don't know, what one should I go into? Book covers. So I go into book covers, and these are all the book covers that I have, that I've created. Here's the designs, here's the images. But if you look up here, you're going to see the flow of where you are. So right now I'm in book covers. In order to get back to all my projects, I simply just click on projects. If I were to go into the NCWA, or if I were to go into the events folder, there it is. When you go into the events folder, hello. There we go. We're going to see in the events folder, there are several folders. So I have NCWA, I have Aurora Marketing Conference, Bootcamp, Tribe, Greater Things Conference. And when I click on the particular folder, now my tags up here, there are 3 of them. So I'm currently in this one, the NCWA 25. But if I want to go back to events, I simply click on events, and now I'm back to that same folder. Or I can go back to all of my projects. And now, because I'm clicked on folders, that's where I am. I can click on designs, brand templates, images, videos, whatever you want to go into, you can click here and find what you are looking for. Now, when we go into, and then when you're looking on the homepage, you can also find all of those items listed out on the front. So you have your recent designs, you have your folders, you have your designs, you have your brand templates that you have created, images that you have, videos that you've uploaded. And so you can see them all on the homepage if you simply just click on See More. Now, when you go into, let's go ahead and do this one. Let's go into this file. All right. Actually, I'm going to go into, let's go back home. Where's my RP? Okay, here we go. No, here we go. Here's where we were yesterday. And we'll go to a blank page. Okay, so now I'm in one of my designs, and now Canva has a thing where you actually have to click somewhere in the design in order for you to see all of the different elements you can use. Let's talk about how you can organize your uploads. So when you do an upload, you simply just drag an image. So if I come into my file and I see image, here's an image. I can just drag it right into my, maybe, there we go. Drag it in. Do you see the little green line? So I drag it in from a folder. You couldn't actually see it because you can't see my desktop. And when I let go of it, it's going to upload, and you can see the little upload sign here. And when I click on uploads, you're going to see that image is right here in my upload file. So let's say I upload, and we used to have a gazillion images in our upload folder. It was so confusing and so hard to find what we were looking for. So there's a few ways that you can go in and actually organize your uploads. And I think that if you're uploading a lot of different images, it's really important to start early so that you can do that. One way to organize it is to get rid of images that you're only using once and probably will never use again. And so to do that, you can simply click on the little box that pops up and just check off the ones that you want to delete. So I'm checking off these. They're things I made from for a reel. I needed this barcode to make a book cover. I needed this book cover. I don't need this anymore. So those are things that I no longer need. And so you click on them and then you can delete them all at the same time. So super handy. Items can be restored from the trash for 30 days. If you threw something away and you needed it, which I have done before, you can quickly go back within 30 days and get it. So now it's moving all of those items from the trash and kind of starting to clean out my upload folder. Now, I also have some book covers in here. Well, down at the bottom, I have a folder called book covers. So here's my books and all the books are in there. And so I want to take some of the books that I have in my upload folder and put them in my book folder so that I can find them easily. So let's do this one right here. This is Shep and the King of Hearts. So what I'm going to do is I can either click on it, I can click move to a folder down at the bottom, search my folders, and I'm going to put it in the book folder and then say move to folder. And now it's taking it out of my upload folder and putting it in, although it didn't take it out. Let's see if we can get it to take out. Maybe it needs to go this way. Move to folder, take it to the books and say move to folder. There, now it disappeared. So now it is in the book folder and not in my upload folder. So it's much easier then to find. So now when I go to my book folder, I am going to see Shep and the King of Hearts. And it's right there. And another thing that you really want to do when you upload images is you want to make sure that you name them. And so you click on name. And do you see how Shep and the King of Hearts is just called screenshot? Well, I probably have a gazillion screenshot images in here. So I can just simply click on that, say Shep and the, Shep and the King of Hearts and hit return. And now it is called Shep and the King of Hearts. So when I go into my search tab, when I have a gazillion books to look through and I say Shep, it's going to show me everything that has that particular item. Now look here. Here's what's happening. It's showing me a few other things that have these words because it changes Shep to she for some reason. So I have two Shep and the King of Hearts in here. I don't need two Shep and the King of Hearts. So I can simply go to this one and say move to trash. And now I'm cleaning out my folder, cleaning out the images. So it's so much easier for me the next time that I go in to search, it will only have one Shep and the King of Hearts. So it's another good way to really clean out and organize when you have a lot of items. Within your folders, you can again have more folders. So for example, in headshots, we have 3 different folders. We have faculty, which means faculty that usually speaks at conferences or do events for us. We have our author folder, and then we have our Redemption Press team folder. And so anytime I need to go in and I need to find a Redemption Press team member, I can simply go in here and find images. And again, I can go up and say search Athena. And when I do, all the pictures of Athena show up so that I can easily find her and choose the picture that I want. And it's really, honestly, a great way to keep track of all your images. And then with these are all author photos that I haven't put in the folder yet. So I can simply click on them and then I can say move to a folder. And then I want it to move to authors. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. There's no images in there yet. Move to folder. And now it's moving those 5 items into the author photo folder so that I will be able to find them the next time I click on it. And for some reason, it's not doing it. And that's why they're not in there, because for some reason, when I tried it the last time, Canva is not allowing me to move them. So all of my authors are right here. Yeah, so that is how you organize in Canva to keep things straight. There's other tools we can use as well, but those are the main ones that you really need as we just navigate how to keep things straight. Because when you start creating in Canva, there are so many there become so many folders and so many like graphic designs, and it is so hard to find them. Now you can go in, let me show you one more thing. You can go in if you are in home. Let's see, go back to Canva. You can go and you can search like we're doing the Epiphany journal. And so I had to go back and find all the files for Epiphany. So I can type Epiphany in here, EPIPHANY. I can click enter, and now it's going to bring up all of the designs I have that have the word Epiphany in it. So it's not just my main Epiphany ones, it's all of them. So what I want to do then is go in and take, and this is a great way to sort it so that you can find your graphics easily to organize it, is say move to a folder, and then I'm going to create a new folder called Epiphany and say move to new folder. And now it is going to be moved into that folder, which will be super handy. And so when I refresh this page, you will see, hopefully it will do it. Let's see, Epiphany, show more. Well, it's supposed to show you the tag. This is why I told you, this is like real life. So I have to go in and kind of troubleshoot that and see why it didn't actually put it in my Epiphany folder. But let's see if it actually made an Epiphany folder. Maybe it didn't. So I do this. I say move to folder, Epiphany, and then move to folder. And when I click on my Epiphany folder, it had one item in there. So I don't know why it didn't actually tag it. I'll try one more time. Let's see if it did it this time. And show more. All right, well, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I promise you when you go back in, eventually it's going to show the tag. You know, technology can do what you can do, and then you just play around with the rest and roll with punches. So that's how you organize in Canva. Hope it was helpful. We are going to meet on Saturday for day 4 of 12 Days of Canva, and I'm going to teach you how to make super easy graphics using templates, and how you can take a template and make it completely your own. It's going to be amazing. So hope to see you then. I will actually be coming to you live from the bookstore in Washington. I'm there for a couple days just over the weekend. We're getting some work done and doing the warehousing and getting all that set up in the bookstore. So I have my schedule super busy, but it's going to be fun. And I heard it's super cold there, Carrie. It's like, what, 20 degrees. So I got to pull out all my warm stuff and take it up with me. But thanks again for being part of the 12 Days of Canva. And I will see you all on Saturday. Bye for now.